Okay, next proof of work window. It says 1 minute on crazypool.org. All right, let's see if MineShop is going to show the switchover here. And I just noticed, why did this go yellow? Interesting. Oh, applying clocks. Here we go. GPU. Oh, that doesn't look good. Power 215, 240, 115, 215. So it's, let's see here. Okay, so are we mining ETH hash now? The Zilica generated DAG, okay, 238 mega hash, 854 watts, 34 mega hash, 100 watts. Okay, so this is looking okay. Power consumption says 968. So let's go to my 30 series rig. Although yeah, that definitely dropped down. 1182 now. Okay, yeah, we are at 300 mega hash, still rising from 255, 293, 300. Okay, let's look at this rig. 276. We're at 37 mega hash at about 100 watts. These are my overclocks. Obviously, that's not the correct ETH hash overclock, but looks like it is dual mining. I don't see the window here. Looks like Hive OS doesn't switch off here, but in the miner it does show that we are, by the looks of it, are mining. Yeah, 37 mega hash on a 3070, 115 watts. So yeah, 3070 Ti, 3070, 37 as well mega hash. We're still mining ZIL. Okay, no, now it's applying clocks. Okay, I think it's gone back now to FLUX. Yes. So that was, I would say, probably a good minute, maybe 2 minutes. Yeah, that was a good 2 minutes. Yeah, as of recording this in real time for you guys. Okay, so I had to record this. I wanted to see this switch over in real time for you guys because MineShop has released a newer version which fixed the issue where it was getting a bunch of invalid shares because of FLUX pool, and that was on version 2.0c2. Now we're on version 2.0c3, and Hive OS has put the update here already for v2.0c3. All right, fix the issue with invalid shares. Okay, so looks like that worked. Let me refresh my Crazy Pool account here. Yes, we did get a rise up here on Crazy Pool. So looks like I got 10 invalids, 83.3%. Looks like I got some rejected, of course. Seems to be always that's the case because the switchover is probably not as fluid like with any miner that I've experienced. Every time it does switch over, then some of them might get rejected or something as it's switching the overclocks and whatnot. But looks like in terms of flux mining, it looks like it's gone back to my, except for this one. 150. This 3070 says 150 watts. Oh, this one at the bottom says 146. Okay, let me show you guys my flight sheet. And we're going to go over here. I'll show you my setup config. All right, so this is for my 3070 rig. I'll show you my other rig as well. So this is my configuration. It's very easy. If you want to dual mine ZIL, okay, it's this string here. URL equals your ZIL wallet. All right, and then dot. And then your worker name, you can put in %sign worker name if you wanted, or just simply put in a worker name that you want. And then at us.crazypool.org:5005. Now, I have the overclocks here. This is for the core clock offset and whatnot. This is for the GPU clock, memory clock offset settings in order to get that great efficiency for mining FLUX. And you guys can see here my efficiency here, which Silicon Lottery, we're at like 0.546 to 0.593, 0.577, 0.572 and whatnot. And then here's my 30 series rig, which is a 3090, 3080. You guys can see what I'm using here. And going to flight sheet, you can see here it is same parameters that I'm using for my 3070 rig, but I am using dependent on the GPU. There are different GPU clock settings that I'm using in order to get that efficiency as well. Okay, and mem clock 5000, 5000, 5000, and so on and so forth. So a great thing about this, and I know that LOL Miner can distinguish between the main algo overclocks and then also the ZIL overclocks. You can change the parameters to mine, if you want to mine or get that, 60 mega hash, because we were getting 37 mega hash per 3070, but the power consumption was around 100 because I was using the FLUX overclocks here. And you know what? I'm okay with that because I don't want to have that massive fluctuation, pun intended, with the power consumption on this rig. Okay. So looks like we've gone back up in power. We were at like 9. Let me just refresh this page. We were at like 900 watts. Now we're at like 1100 mining FLUX. Of course, it looks like a little bit of a glitch here. I'm just going to restart this. And maybe I'm thinking when it switched over the overclocks to mining ZIL, that it kind of gimped itself. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe it's not perfect yet. It's just going to restart here. And then my 30 series rig, let me just confirm the overclocks here. Okay, let's refresh this. Okay, so 212, 100 souls. Yeah, 3070, 3070. Okay, looks like the overclocks here have also kind of didn't quite switch over perfectly. We're at 1,442 watts. I know that we were at like, what, 11 or 1,200 before. So we did go up here after the ZIL switch over. Okay, so I restarted the rig here. We're just going to see if, yeah, so now we're back up. But that power consumption, we should be getting about 100 watts per 3070. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, this is restarted. Going to open this back up. And, lowercase miner. MineZ is already running. Oh, okay, we got an issue here. Let's just restart the rig. And let me confirm if this 3070 rig is mining. Okay, 3070 rig is also giving me an issue now. Looks like we're gonna have to restart the whole rig as well. It looks like there might be a bug. All right, so guys, I'm gonna let these rigs restart. We'll be right back and then we'll see what happened here.
As a crypto miner, you know you want your equipment to be high quality. Proper cable management is part of your mining rig, and the Veteran Miner has you covered. The Veteran Miner cables are created with the best materials to ensure they are of the highest quality. Our cables are made of 16 gauge tin copper, ensuring another layer of protection from oxidation and corrosion. We support our products with a 100% guarantee. Visit our website at www.theveteranminer.com and get the best cables for your mining setup.
Okay, the rigs are back on, and now, yep, the overclocks look much better now. Okay, so I realized there was an extra parameter that was added that I was trying. It was called the -- autoclocks. Okay, so this was under the FAQ on the MineZ website for how to mine Zilliqa. So they say here, check if the option -- autoclocks work for you. It can be very useful for changing OC settings during dual mining. So I'm wondering if it was automatically trying to adjust my overclocks after the ZIL proof of work, 1 to 2 minutes there. And after that, it went back to FLUX, but then it changed some numbers, I guess. And so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove it, and let's just do it here. So I showed you guys my flight sheet before. I'm just going to basically remove this autoclocks parameter, right? Apply changes, update, apply to all workers, which only that one rig because I have my other 3070 rig also. You can just verifying, yeah, power looks good here. Efficiency 0.561, 0.597, yeah, that's all good. And so let's do this flight sheet as well. We're going to remove that -- overclock and see how it behaves and the next ZIL update here. And we're going to see, okay, and just let me refresh this page. Doing this real time with you all. Okay, so that's just the bump that we had just recently. And now the next proof of work window is going to be in 53 minutes. So we will be back in 53 minutes and see what this is going to look like. So it's just, these are just rebooted because I just changed the flight sheet on these. And we're going to see if removing that -- overclock is going to behave better for my overclocks after it's done the ZIL mining, because yeah, this looks good now. Obviously after restart, reboot. Okay, we'll be right back, guys. We'll be back in about 53 minutes or in the next second here for you guys. Be right back. Okay, I've waited about an hour. There's 1 more minute left for the next proof of work window on Crazy Pool. And so now we should see this switch over and the miners tab here. Just looking at my Hive OS, okay, everything looks good here. And on my 3070 rig, oh, I've got to verify the power consumption, 971 here, and we are at 1,314. This is true power at the wall because these are in octominers. Okay, so we're going to let that go. Now we should see, hopefully soon, a switch over here. And yeah, looks like it's switching now. Here we go. 0 hash rate on FLUX. Now it looks like it's switching to ZIL. Okay, selecting all the GPUs. Again, we're using the overclocks here. That's pretty much what I did for FLUX. I guess this is great, like I mentioned before, because I don't want to see the rise in power consumption, which is good, I think, for me. Even though I think usually we get like, 60, 62 mega hash on these 3070s. Like I said before, but we are using 100 watts here, and if I were to do the regular 60 mega hash, it would probably go up to 120, 115 watts, 125 watts for some GPUs, but then I'd get 60 mega hash. So maybe this is not the most efficient way, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, but I don't really have to worry. If we can figure out the overclock settings for ZIL. If MineZ lets me do that, I was looking at their FAQ to see how to do that. There wasn't any secondary ZIL overclock there unless I missed something, but you guys can let me know. So yeah, looks like it's going good. Looks like it's doing the ZIL, but the big thing here for me is if that -- overclock flight sheet setting is going to help or not help with the overclocks after this is done. Okay, so that's mining at 37 mega hash, 100 watts. Looking at here, so if I refresh, the power consumption is now 1100, so it went down, okay, for my mixed 30 rig, and now for my 3070 rig, let's just see here, it went down 795 watts. So that's good, in my opinion. You know, we're using less power for just the ZIL window, 1 to 2 minutes. I think that's great for me. I am happy with that, actually. So now looks like it's going back to FLUX now, and looks like the power consumption is gone back up. Okay, so it looks like that auto clocks feature, it looks like that worked. Let's just see here. Let me look at the 3070 rig. Now if we refresh this, okay, hash rates hasn't changed in the GUI. This looks to be okay. And looking at the software here, yeah, looks like we're slowly going back up. It does say, yeah, 60 souls. Yeah, I think that's good. So yeah, that must have fixed it. Let me refresh here. Yeah, we're not at like 140 watts for some of these like it was before with that auto clocks parameter. And yeah, this is good too. The 30 series rig is good. Let me refresh the page just to see here. Yeah, that looks to be good. And also the power consumption did go back up to 1300, and the 3070 rig, let me refresh this, is good as well. Okay, so it looks like that auto clocks feature is not good. So I'm not going to use that, and hopefully you guys are not going to use that as well. Hopefully you guys catch that by the end of this video. Okay, my friends, that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts, and let me just quickly show you the ZIL window on Crazy Pool. And yeah, I don't know if that went through or not. It's probably gonna take a bit because it just finished. Next proof of work window was 3 minutes ago. So, okay, yeah, I'm happy about that. All right, my friends, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you guys are doing this, and or if you are not happy with the, I guess, efficiency for ZIL mining. Honestly, I think it's okay. I like it that the power actually goes down when I'm using these. But if there's another way to set the different parameters for ZIL, if I'm missing that, let me know down below, and we can do another video. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Peace out.